Andre, it's been 10 years since this organization's won a playoff run. Is there any concern that the winning culture that was so important in those cup seasons is maybe moving away at any point, or that much losing has an effect on the organization as a whole?
Yeah, for sure. You got to build a culture for sure, and obviously the turnaround of players now, completely different team than it was 10 years ago. So it's about building it. We had to build it, 15 years ago, and we're gonna have to build it now.
How do you build that winning culture?
It's a mindset. It's there's obviously the up to each and every individual, and there's an aspect obviously of a team culture to which every individual contributes, and you paint the big picture.
Jay, how much change do you anticipate, whether it's roster, behind the bench, perhaps even from?
I don't know how much or what's going to go down and how it's going to go down, but obviously each and every year there's changes, and I'm sure that there will be some, but your guess is as good as mine.
One of the defining moments of the season was when we went through that really bad stretch, winning 3 out of 17, and Tom wound up getting dismissed. What happened through that stretch here? What do you think that the reason was that you had such a poor, long stretch of play?
It just spiraled in a hurry, really. I mean, I don't think we really played particularly bad. There were some games that we just didn't get the bounce here and there, and once you get on a slide to where it becomes 2, 3, 4, then you start thinking about it, and we pretty much lost the game, and looking for everything, and sometimes you win a game where you play a C- game, and something, at least something goes right for you. But during that stretch, nothing went for us, and it was obviously something needed to happen, and unfortunately, Todd got dismissed.
Andre, you guys have been playing, most notably this 1-3-1 system now for quite some time. Do you think that's still a system that can be successful in the league today?
Yeah, I think so. I think even going back years, we were always hard to play against. That was kind of our, I guess, identity as a team, to not giving much, not trading too many chances, and that's what that system does. Yeah, it's boring, but we've proved it and shown it that it can work. Yes.
Andre, you led this team in average time on ice amongst forwards again. Next season, you're heading into your age 37 year. They still rely on you in all situations. Do you want to continue to bear that responsibility, or would you like maybe some other players to step up and take some of that responsibility off of you?
I mean, I obviously want to have the responsibility. If I didn't want it, I wouldn't be playing anymore. So it's getting up there, and I realize that, and sometimes feel that too. But if I didn't want to be used and be relied on in every situation, I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Can you talk a little bit about potential change? I mean, every year there's changes with players under the cap. So we got one coaching change, possibly another, GM, all that kind of stuff. I mean, is there maybe some concern about uncertainty, or is it more excitement about possibility? Because obviously you guys do have some foundational pieces here too.
Yeah, I mean it's day 2 of off season, so I'm sure that all of the minds are still spinning and rolling, and but once I guess the dust settles, we'll see what happens. But now I know it's cliche, but you got to look ahead. You got to start preparing yourself, and there's definitely excitement. There's not going to do us a whole lot of good of looking bad and pity ourselves or being down. It's looking ahead and really go for it.
When you get to this stage of your career, are days like this harder when you're walking away from the rest of the guys for the off season, and maybe when you think about what you want to accomplish this off season, does it change? Given what's happened here and given your experience, or what's that like?
Well, I think it's always hard when you don't meet the expectation, meet the goals, which certainly wasn't met this year. So it's just another off season now. It's what it is.
How do you feel about taking a pay cut next year?
It's not great. Would you like it? But no, listen, I'm obviously very happy. Like I said, if I didn't want to do this, I wouldn't be signing that extension last year already. So I'm excited to still obviously be here a couple more years and see where that takes us.
And your intention is to play the 2 years and then ride off if the sun's down?
Haven't thought about it that far along, but yeah, at 39, I think it'll be a pretty good age to maybe think about the end too.
Kobe, like you said, stuff still needs to be shuffled out here. But would you want to see current management or whatever management continue to push forward with moves to push forward with the roster and in the hopes of contending as opposed to say a retool or?
I don't think I have time for retooling now. It's for me, like I said, it's another 2 years. So if we go into a full rebuild, it's not something that I want. So, and I think there's some pieces that are obviously very useful here, and we got to build on that and build around that, and getting that culture back and mentality and yes, push forward.
Coming into the playoffs, Coach Hiller said that they were expecting great things from Pierre Dubois, that he had all his qualities that you bring in the playoffs. What did you think he brought your team in the playoffs? I mean, he was brought in here to kind of get you guys over the top in these matchups with Edmonton, Vegas, etc. Yeah, just your read on his play in the playoffs and I guess throughout the season as well.
Well, I think he would be the first one to tell you that it wasn't the year that he wanted to have. But that's also, a new environment and everything. So it's, yes, we brought him in to, put us over the edge. Obviously that didn't happen, but he's not the only reason why this didn't work out or we're sitting here right now. So it's obviously multiple reasons and every single one of us needs to be better. That's bottom line.
But you hear and read stuff and you see the chatter about the play. So when a teammate is going through a difficult time, what's that like in the room? What's that like for you?
Well, it's not, first of all, it's not easy for anybody when you hear chatter and read and all of that. And it's, just like our game in, what was it, January spiraled, your mind can spiral even quicker. So it's not fun time. It was hard on PL, and as a teammate, you try and help as much as you can, and make sure he's okay, and try to, like I said, just try to help in whichever way, whether that's talk about hockey, talk about something else, just to get his mind right, and that's about it.